In my last video, I shared with you what it looks like for me when I've had a seizure, and my symptoms continued, and I wanted to come into town where I'm closer to facilities and doctors for just about a week, just to play it safe. And the nice thing about living in a van and being able to turn that key and go wherever you want to is you get to do things like that. And so we were in Ehrenberg, and I love the remoteness of that. Cannot wait to get back out there. We came into Quartzsite and drove around and took a tour of the LTVA area. That's the long-term visitor area that Quartzsite has, and actually there are several in Arizona and I think one in California. And you can pay $180 for a 7-month period. And if I was going to be here for a while, that's something that I'd want to consider. And tons of people do that to come to Quartzsite for both the RTR and the big tent show. And there's tons of vendors, and we're going to do another video of that so that you can see all of that. But today we're going to go tour the LTVA and see how that goes, and see if I can hole up there for a while and stay close to facilities and doctors and wait this out. So here we go. So we're pulling into the LTVA, and this particular day they are at a staff meeting, but you would normally have to stop and pay or register. And since they weren't there, we talked to the camp host, and we were going to drive around and see about a place to park and then come back and pay them. And because I don't have a black tank, I would have to park within 500 feet of the restrooms, and that area and the whole LTVA experience itself for me just wasn't giving off the right vibe. And to be able to park that close to the restrooms would be a couple of miles into the LTVA, and kind of just didn't feel like what I was here for. Okay, so the LTVA didn't work for me at all. It just is not my cup of tea. But driving around Quartzsite, drove past this place, and they advertise $5 a day dry camping, and that means that you get water but no electricity, and which is perfect. And so it comes out to actually to about $6 a day with fees. I get flush toilets. I'm right here in town, close to the doctors if needed. And you might can see my van parked down there. And right now there is nobody around me. I'm very fortunate that I get to spend this week here without anybody parked right next to me. In a couple of weeks, that is not going to be true. This place will be bumper to bumper, RVs, mostly Class A's, big Class C's, and it'll be either people that are vendors or people that are here to enjoy the big tent and the vendors. There will be bumper to bumper people in RVs, and Quartzsite grows to about 1 million. But right now, I've got it all to myself. So being here in Quartzsite has been fun. I like being on this end of the carnival atmosphere instead of in the middle of it in January, because it met my needs to wait out my seizures and see how I was doing. And now it is time for me to go back to my remote wonderland in peace and quiet. But I got a couple of videos that's going to be coming out for you of the vendors and the different things that you can experience here in Quartzsite. But I'm heading back out to my beloved wilderness in peace and serenity. We'll see you down the road.